everybody! This is my first tutorial about the flat right angle weave technique. This is an advanced video, so if it's the first time that you're creating using this technique, I suggest you should watch the beginner's version of this creation so that you can start with a more basic pattern. I made also an introduction video so that you can learn more about this technique. In this video I will show you how to create a bracelet using 2 needles. I already made a video in which I've shown you how to create the same bracelet using just 1 needle. I think you should watch both videos so that you can choose which variation of this technique works better for you. I made this bracelet using 6mm bicons and 4mm file polish beads, but you can choose also other kinds of beads. This video is in collaboration with Eurocommerciale, an Italian beading shop. If you like this video, please leave a comment or a thumb up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. But now, the tutorial. In order to create this bracelet, you need 2 sizes of beads. I chose these ones, 6mm bicons, 4mm file polish beads. Then you need a lobster clasp, some jump rings, 2 needles and some nylon thread. This one is 0,16mm. Put 2 needles on both ends of the thread. Thread on the first needle 1 file polish bead, 1 bicon, 1 file polish bead and 1 bicon. Bring them towards the center of the thread. Pass the second needle back through the second bicon. This is the first bead unit of the first row. On the first needle, thread on a file polish bead, then thread on the second needle a file polish bead and a bicon. Pass the first needle back through the bicon you've just strung. This is the second bead unit of the first row. Now repeat this step until you've reached your desired length. Then create the second row of the bracelet. Right now, 1 thread exits this bicon. Take the needle attached to this thread and pass it through the next file polish bead. Now take the other needle and pass it through the next file polish bead, the next bicon, and then through this file polish bead. Right now, the ends of the thread exit the opposite sides of the same bead. String on the needle attached to the outside thread a bicon, a file polish bead, and a bicon. Pass the second needle through the bicon just strung. This is the first bead unit of the second row. Now the steps to repeat are similar to the first row, but you need to incorporate into each stitch some beads from the first row. You only need to pick up 2 new beads per stitch. Thread on the needle attached to the outside thread a file polish bead and a bicon. Pass the second needle through the next file polish bead and the bicon just strung. This is the second bead unit of the second line. I'll show you this step one more time. Thread on the needle attached to the outside thread a file polish bead and a bicon. Pass the second needle through the next file polish bead and the bicon just strung. Repeat this step. Now I'll show you how to end the bracelet with the lobster clasp. Now 1 thread exits the bicon towards the inside of the bracelet. Take the needle attached to it and thread on the lobster clasp. Pass this needle through the next bicon and then pass both needles through some of the beads you've strung to secure the thread, and tie a knot if you prefer. Now create a chain using 3 jump rings. Now we need to work on the other end of the bracelet. Cut a new thread and put 2 needles on both ends. Pass 1 needle through this bicon, thread on the chain and pass the needle through the next bicon. Then pass both ends of the thread through some of the beads you've strung to secure the thread, and tie a knot if you prefer. Cut the exceeding thread. The bracelet is over. I hope you liked this video and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!